is Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Just a second, I'm looking for my, here I am. I'm looking for my mirror. Oh, here it is. Okay, to make sure I'm in frame. Okay, let's come up with this a little bit. There we go. Okay, guys, what we're doing is we're making a traveler's notebook out of a, this is not Dollar Tree placemat, but you can use the Dollar Tree placemats if you want. You can use, this is a placemat from, oh my gosh. I just did a video on this. Daiso. A Daiso placemat. You guys, what's so cool about this placemat is this. Look, it looks like lace. Isn't this gorgeous? I just already folded it in the center. But this is gorgeous. Look, it's lacy looking on this side, and it's plastic on this side. Clear plastic. I just thought this would make the most beautiful, vintagey, beautiful, traveler's, shabby chic looking notebook. Or traveler's notebook. Okay? And for the traveler's notebook, you can go ahead and put the inserts in this when we're done to make it into a planner, or just to go ahead and put some inserts in, or you can make it a planner and put inserts in. Let me show you the inserts that I'm going to put in here when I'm done. From Dollar Tree, I have these inserts. You guys, look how gorgeous these are. These notebooks. Are these gorgeous or what? Love them. Okay, we all were collecting those, and these will make a beautiful insert in this traveler's notebook, and so will this one that says hello. Okay, and then to go with that, I have all of this beautiful stuff that I've collected. All this went with it. It's a notepad with the pink, and it's all pink with a gold pineapple. This is another notepad that's all pink with pink polka dots and gold polka dots. Some more note paper to go with this, and then some more note paper. How beautiful would that be to give it as a gift to a friend, especially a crafty friend? Yeah. Fabulous. So I bought a bunch of this extra stuff so that I could give gifts like this. Notebook, and also that you can give as gifts. So, okay, let's get started. You know what? I need to grab a ruler. Okay, I'm back. I just had to grab a ruler. Okay. And let me... Okay, so here we go. What you're going to do is you're going to take your placemat. Where you get it. You don't have to get it from Daiso. You can get it from Dollar Tree for $1. You can get it from Walmart, wherever. But you need a placemat. But I got these beautiful ones from Daiso. All right, what you need to do is make yourself a master copy out of a placemat. So get a placemat like this. And cut the placemat down to 13.5 is the width, and the length is 9 1/4. It doesn't have to be exact, but that's what this is. Yeah, is that what I did? Yep, 13.5 by 9 1/4, and so 13 in the width down to 9 1/4. So that's what you need to cut down your placemat to. This is going to be your just your pattern that you're always going to keep around, so that you don't have to keep doing this every time. Then you have a pattern. So this is your master pattern, okay? So then the next thing you want to do is right here in the center, you want to put 3 holes in. So you want to fold this in half. I know this looks gunky because I used it for something else. Fold it in half after you cut it to those 13.5 by 9 1/4. Fold it in half. Okay, so then you have the center here. You want to take your take a pen and put a little hole there and put a little circle there. Then take a ruler just to go right across in there and just put 2 more holes. And you can eye it, okay? Give yourself a little bit of space in between each one. Now, this is what's important. Then you want to come straight down from there and come up so far. You want to come up so far from the edge. Put another hole, another dot there. And then what you can do simply is then again, line it up and put another dot right below here, because you want it right down from the one here at the top, and put a hole there, or put a dot there. And then you want to do the same thing here, line it up with this one, with this dot, or a hole, because there are going to be holes in a minute. But that dot to the bottom here, and put another dot right there. So then you have black dots all right here and 3 here, and they all match up. Okay, then you want to number them. Number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here, this will be 1 and 6 because you're going to go back over this a 6th time. This one will be 3 and 7 because you're going back. So again, label your holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, last one over here, 8. All right. I'm going to turn this around. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Okay, so let me bring this in a little bit so you guys can really see these numbers. You see, I can get my camera to come in. Okay. So there you go. You can see it right here. 1, 2, then you go down to the bottom for your 3, 3, 4, go back up to the top, label this 5, label this 6, oops. So we got it here, 5, 6, come back down, 7, 8. Okay, again, let's just do that one more time. 1, 2, go down to the bottom, 3, 4, go back to the top, 5, 6, let's see, there we go, 5, 6, go back to the bottom, 7, 8. Okay, so that's what's really super important. It's not hard, but I want to go over that so you guys got that part, because that's a really important part, because that's the order in which you're going to lace in your elastic bands. Okay, from there, what you want to do is you want to take either an awl. An awl is like it has like a little nice little sharp little pointy stick on the end to make these holes. So you can take an awl, which this is not an awl, but let's just say it is, and kind of go through all your dots here. The 3 here at the top and the 3 on the bottom. And you can take that awl and just go like this and poke that out so you have complete holes, okay, to string your elastic through. Or I have a tool, which I think is an awesome tool. Let me go back up here. Again, take your awl, in case I wasn't on camera. Take your awl or something pointed and go through all these dots, and these 3 dots, 1, 2, 3, and make sure you get complete holes going in, and do it to the same thing to the bottom. Or you can take this tool right here, which this is fabulous. Let me come back out because you don't need to be. Okay. You can take this tool right here, which is a, We Are Memory Keepers. You guys, this is worth its weight in gold. And then you just take it and you just go ahead and make your holes this way. And this goes through anything. It goes through leather. It goes through, leather. It goes through everything. And just put your holes in, just like that. On this one, there are 2. Oh yeah, I put it on the larger. Okay, there's 2 holes. It's a small hole and a larger hole. Go on the larger hole on this if you have one of these. Okay, so those are the ways you can make your holes. So you don't have to have this tool. But I always say, you guys, when you're going to spend your money on craft products, spend it on the darn tools. This is probably a $30 tool. Use a 50% off coupon. So at least you're only having to pick up 15. But this is so heavy duty, you only buy it once. Okay, I've had this for 6-7 years. Love this thing. Okay. That down. All right, so now you have your master pattern, so you don't have to keep doing this every time. You have your holes, you have you have your pattern here that you can cut around, so you can have your 13.5 by 9.25, and you also have your numbers here, so you know how to string this whole thing together. Okay, so I have already put my holes. What you're gonna do is, I've already done this. Yeah, let me make sure I line this up with this. Actually, I'd rather just line it up like this. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to take a black magic marker with a real nice Sharpie point, or take your Sharpie with a nice Sharpie point on it, and just go ahead and just fill in these holes right here, because this is where you're going to put your holes in at. Okay, so there we go. So now you have the little circles there. So now you know where you're going to cut this all at. Okay, now the next thing you want to do, because you're going to cut this by hand, is you're going to use this and go all the way around it with your pen. If you weren't using a, if this wasn't plastic, if it was a canvasy type of placemat, you could use a pencil, but I want to make sure this all shows up. And you're actually going to cut it with scissors. It sounds like you shouldn't cut it. You should use a slicer or something, but it works out really nice with scissors. Okay. Hopefully this goes down here. Just a second, I'm just going back over it again. All right, good. If you have to use a little bit thicker marker, go ahead. Like a Sharpie that's has a little bit thicker pen on the edge. Let me see if this worked out good, where I can at least see it to cut it. Yeah, this worked out good. Oh, not at the top, it didn't. All right, just a second. Let me do this top part again. Usually I do placemats and it looks like this inside, so you can even use a pencil on it. Let me see if it's on there now. All right, just a second, you guys. I want the line to be a little bit better than this so I can see it better. Let me see if I have another pen in here. All right, you guys, sorry, I have to go to my other room and grab another marker, so talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Okay, I got another Sharpie. I got one like this. It has a little bit thicker tip on it. This will probably, yeah, there we go. There we go. I think we're good now. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So now we're done with this whole thing. Except for I like to use this and set this aside so I know that I string my elastic. I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have that listed right there. So I do keep that to the side. Okay, so now let's go ahead and cut this out with the scissors. Hopefully I'm in frame. Where's my... Okay, you're not going to be able to see me start cutting it off down here at the bottom, but you'll see me coming across. So if any of my cutting is off, you know, out of frame, you guys know why. It's kind of long. It's hard to stay in frame the whole time. Okay. Oh, and if there's any magic marker left, because you didn't cut it off, or magic marker, this Sharpie, or magic marker, whatever you want to call it. Oh, save these. These can be bookmarks. Aren't those fabulous bookmarks? Save those. You can take, what is it? WD-40 and go right over any magic marker or, what the hell is this called? A Sharpie, and it will take it off. Even off of your walls at your house, you guys. WD-40, remember that. You can do the same thing here and get that magic marker off. Or your Sharpie. Save these for bookmarks. How nice to get this as a gift and then to give those as bookmarks. People love it. I do it all the time when I give out these TNs for presents. And then I send those pieces like that as bookmarks. Oh my God, they're in love with them. There we go. Another perfect bookmark. Okay, so then what I like to do is I like to take a corner chomper. Now again, there's another tool. You don't have to have this. You can do it by hand and chop your corners. make your corners chomp them. But there's this called a crocodile corner chomper. You guys, this is worth its weight in gold. Again, this is probably another $30 tool. Use a coupon. Okay, and sometimes you can get these tools. Keep your eye out at Tuesday morning. Now you can't. Now this goes through leather. It goes through cardboard. I mean, it goes through everything, just like that other tool I was telling you about. But this is only a thin. You know, it's a plastic. It's a good thick plastic. But you can use a regular corner chomper if that's what you have at your house now. Which those are like $5 or $6. They're just a little small corner chomper like that. That'll work too. You can also chomp your corners just by doing it by hand. By just going to the corner, chomping it here, and then doing the edges and chomping it yourself. Or you can just leave the corners square. But I think it looks better to have the corners rounded off. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm doing. Make sure you can see this. You guys are seeing me. So see, this is how this works. It's really, really simple, really easy, and really quick. And no matter how thick something is, you're good. Did I get that corner? Yeah, okay. So now, we have this like this. Did I get that corner? Just a second. I have a corner, I don't know if I got it. Yeah, I got it wrong. Okay. Look how beautiful this looks, guys. I absolutely am obsessed with this. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. Okay, so let's open it back up. And we have those circles in here. Remember those circles that we created earlier? We'll do those 3 right there. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to go back to... Oh, I forgot I didn't chop my holes. We want to go back to using this thing, okay? Or you get your awl out if you need to use your awl. And make the holes where we put those original dots there. Sorry about that, you guys, my phone. I'm using my phone. I'm gonna stop in a second. Sorry about that. Okay, so there we go. There's that one. And just a second, I gotta look at this really quickly. Make sure I'm still taping. Yeah. Okay. It's a little bit hard because I'm dealing with something that's clear, so it's so easy to see. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I'm on camera. You guys are seeing this. Let me just check. Yeah, you guys are seeing it. Good. There's that one. See how much easier this is with this tool? If you're just going to make one traveler's notebook and never make one again, well, this thing, I would still get this tool. Whether you're going to make a lot of traveler's notebooks or not, I would still get this tool because you will use this tool for more than just making traveler's notebooks. That's for sure. Just a second, guys. Trying to see what I want to do here. Just a second. I made some second holes here, and I just need to see which ones line up the best. Okay, so that lines up with that. Okay, so it's these ones. Just a second. All right, let me just see how I want to line this up. You won't have to do this. I just happened to make second holes in mine because I was re-showing. I already had made my holes. And when I showed you guys, when I was showing you guys how to do it, I didn't line them back up again exactly. So anyway. There we go. Let's make sure this hole's lined up with this one. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Okay. And then my last one. Make sure this hole is lining up with this hole. Yeah, okay. You don't have to double check your holes like I'm doing. Like I said, I happen to, when I was trying to go back over my holes, when I was going back over my holes, I didn't line them up again from the original time that I measured it, so. Okay. So I'm having to kind of redo this a little bit. Okay. So on this part, don't copy me. Just do what I said originally. You'll be just fine. Okay. All right, so now we have our holes, the 3 holes at the top and our 3 holes at the bottom. Okay. So what you do is you want to take, I get this elastic from, where do I get it from? Walmart. And I get it over in the section in the sewing section. It's like $1 and it's about this thin. Okay, I think it's great. I don't even get the one at Dollar Tree because I think it's too thin. I like the one from Walmart. It's only 99 cents for a pack of it. Okay, so you want to measure this 4 times, but leave a little tail and then start measuring. So leave a little tail like that and then start measuring it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then have a little bit left over after that, okay? Now, you guys are going to look and see that I have little knots here. It's because I wanted to use up my leftover elastic bits and pieces, so I tied them together, just so I don't have to waste any of my elastic. So, okay, so let's follow what it says right here on my chart, which it says you start through, oh, and I need to tell you this too. Where you have your 1 at here in the center where you start from the inside. So make sure you start on the inside. Down, where you have number 1 with this middle hole, write the word start inside, then you'll know, okay? When you go to 2, write leave tail out. So on number 2 hole, write leave tail out. Okay. So we're going to start in the center hole. And then we're going to go through the number 2 hole, which is right over here. Okay. Now, this is what it says by leave tail out. Leave that tail out about like that much and leave that alone. We're not going to touch that back again, okay? Then, make sure you guys are seeing everything. Perfect. Oh, I got too much stuff everywhere. Okay, so you just did 1, 2. Now you're going to go down to 3. So 3 is all the way down, straight down here in the middle at the bottom. So go down to 3. And if your holes aren't like perfectly lined up, it'll still be fine. It all evens it, as long as it's in the proximity. I mean, the holes across from each other. Oh, geez. Sorry, guys. I just pulled everything out up here. Just a second. I was pulling kind of hard because I was trying to pull because I have those knots in my elastic. Okay, there we go. So we did 1, 2, 3. 4 is right across, going left. This is 4 right here. And you know all of this because we made that pattern. So that's all you do is look at that. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so like I said, 1, 2, go down 3. You have to go from the outside to go to 4. Okay. Okay, 4. Then you go straight up for 5. So straight up to this hole is 5. And I never have this memorized. I just look at my little master pattern over here that we made. There's 5. 6 is right back down to the center, right? So then you have to come from underneath. Okay, and you're coming right back to the number 1 hole. So the number 1 hole is 6 and 1. So So you come back that hole twice. I'll say it like that. That'll probably make it easier. Okay. Okay. So there was 6. Come back down, straight down to 7. 7 is in the middle. And 7 you're going to end up going through twice also. Okay, just a second while I try to get, there we go. It's 7. Okay, and then you're going to come from underneath for hole 8. And you're done. Bam. So that's how you do it. And then at the end here, you just go ahead and tie it off. Tie it tight, but don't tie it too tight because you don't want there to be too much strain on your tin. You don't want it buckling, okay? That's what I want to mean. You don't want it buckling, so don't make it too tight. And then cut off your extras here. Bam. So now, there we go. So now you have your tin. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 bands in this part. Isn't that cool? So now we can take, this is so simple, you guys. Isn't this easy? So now we can take our beautiful notebooks that we've been collecting. We all been collecting these notebooks. So they're getting from Dollar Tree, Daiso, Family Dollar. We're always all collecting these beautiful notebooks. So we're gonna put this one in first. It says hello. And like I said, I'm gonna put it through 2 strings. You don't have to, you can also put it through 1. I'm gonna put it through 2. And then put this one through. Like I said, you can then take inserts and make this a planner. So put your planner inserts in here. You can put your planner inserts in here and still put notebooks in here. You can put a ton in here. And then there we go. You guys, isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Look at that. So beautiful. Is that the most beautiful TN you've ever seen? I absolutely love it. And there's that. There's your second book. And there we go. Would this make a beautiful, gorgeous gift? Give this away, this Traveler's Notebook, to someone. And then you can also, oh, what I like to do, well, you know what you could have done, and I should have showed how to do that, because actually I haven't ever done it. Okay, let me take these out. I'll just kind of show you really quickly. I haven't done it before, but you put, okay, you take this, find the center here, and you put a dot, put your, ink out a little dot right here. Then take your punch a hole right here in the center, and then you can run some elastic through here, and then that elastic will come out of this side. So then you could just have a elastic band to hold it. Or what I do mostly, and I don't have one to match this one because I want a white one, but we'll just take this right here. I have a black one right now. Take a plastic black hair tie and use this. You can also take and hot glue a real pretty earring, an earring, or old brooch or anything onto here, and it's gorgeous. And you'll have your band on here. You don't even have to have a band if you don't want to. Let me quickly put these back in. Just a second. There we go. And I get those headbands from Dollar Tree. You get a package of them. So let me show you something really quickly. I wish I had one made up already, but I don't right now. All right, I'm going to show you a couple different things. So you take a headband, and for this one, I would obviously take a white one, and just take your hot glue and glue that right on there like this. And then you can take this whole band and put this on as decor, as your band, your journal band. Or you could take a piece like this, okay, and then hot glue that on, and then you'll have a journal band. And you just go like this. There we go. It crushes it a little bit. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, okay, for this one, because it's not as thick, you know, it's thick enough, but not as thick as some of the others. I would do the other kind where I told you to go ahead in the center here, put a little hole in the center, take your elastic, and what you do is you take your elastic, you fold it in half, you put it through that hole, okay? You put it through that hole, I think. I'm trying to think if that's how you do it. You know what, you guys? I'm going to have to come back with a video on how to do that part. Because, or go ahead and look up a video to do that part. Because I'm thinking I'm not saying it right. And I don't want to be wrong. So you guys, there is that one where you can, like I said, you can take the elastic band and it pokes out here. So you can just go around it like this. And I think that'll be better for this. Or go around and it'll end up this way. Yeah, it'll end up like this. So the elastic band will come across this way. But it's attached right here. Either look that up or I will do a video on how to do that part. Because normally I use bands like this, but this isn't as thick because of the way this is made. This placemat isn't as thick as like this placemat, or yeah, like this placemat is. See how much thicker this one is? So when they're this thick, this works out for that. Excuse me, this is nasty thing I used to use in mixed media, but it was a placemat, but it works perfect to make my main pattern. So anyway, you guys, that is it. I love this. I think it's turned out so pretty. I absolutely love it. And I think it'd be a great gift to give somebody this traveler's notebook like this. So beautiful. And then go ahead and pack a notepad in there, another notepad. Look at this beautiful notepad, and it all matches. Look how beautiful that looks. Everything. Okay, you guys, that is it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you give this video a thumbs up, that'd be great. Any comments or questions, leave them below. And that, oh, and real quick, before I forget, remember I told you you can make these and make them look like, and have them as bookmarks. I'm making this video kind of late, so my brain's kind of going. So, but what I'd like to do just to make it look, just to clean it up and make it look nicer, take your corner chomper, chomp all the ends. So it just really makes your bookmark look extra special. See how pretty that is now? So you have a beautiful bookmark. So that can go in your traveler's notebook. And you can give that as a gift also. Look how pretty that looks hanging out of there. And you can make another one because I had 2 ends left. So let's just make another one really quick. How gorgeous is that? Oh, absolutely love it. And I actually have one more here that I could make too, but it's a little bit skinnier. But these 2 will be beautiful. Okay, you guys, that is it. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. You can give this video a thumbs up. That'd be great. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.